Hello? No answer.
Yes,
Tell me the three factors which is affecting the friction. Morning session, what we have learned. Do you remember? No? Okay. Amrita Kumar, tell me.
ma'am, nature of surface.
Okay, nature of the surface. Okay.
Applied force.
Applied force. Okay.
Irregularities of surface.
Irregularities of the surface. Okay, fine. Okay. Gogul Krishna, how does nature of the surface affect Gogul? How does nature of the surface affect? In which surface friction will be more and in which surface friction will be less? That is the meaning of how does nature of surface affect means you have to give me the answer. On which surface friction will be more, in which surface friction will be less? Not saying? Can you hear me? All of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Gogul, are you saying? Hello? I'm not able to hear you, Gogul. Maybe my problem, I don't know. Okay, Gopika Shankar, you tell me now because I can't hear what he's saying.
If the surface is smooth, then the friction will be less.
Uh,
And if the surface is rough, the friction will be more.
Friction will be more. Okay. Okay. How does irregularities affect the friction, Suraja? How does irregularities affect the friction?
Ma'am, we didn't discuss that.
We discussed last period.
No, ma'am.
I gave you talk about the road and all. Do you remember? Road.
They are not smooth, right?
Yeah. No, it's the same time. Okay. Gopika Kumar, can you give me the answer?
Ma'am, you didn't discuss about that. Ma'am, we just wrote irregularities of surface, but we didn't discuss about it.
No? Okay. So, regarding irregularities, what is irregularities? Some of the surfaces, we don't have the smooth surface, the same thing. Okay, irregularity surface means if we move an object which has an irregular or rough surface, then the force of friction will be high. That means if both the surface is irregular, not only one, if both the surfaces are irregular, then force of friction will be high. For example, the tire, vehicle tire. You see, vehicle tire has some treading. Treading means you see some of the designs on the tires. So it is not the design. Actually, we call it is treading, where the tires have a spikes like structure. So why do we tread these tires? To tread this tires, that means you are increasing friction so that when this tire is moving on the road, it should get a proper grip on the road. So that means we are increasing the friction. So when the two surfaces in contact, if they have irregular surface, I mean say both are irregular, then naturally, or irregularities, maybe some mud on that. Road is okay, but some sand is fallen on that. Then naturally the road become, so that sand, the particles of sand can become the irregularities on that smooth road. So in that case, when the vehicle moves on that, the tire also have some irregularities and the road also has some irregularities. In that cases, the force of friction will be high. So that is the mean. So more or less, it is like a smooth and rough surface, but sometimes even the surface is smooth. When you look at the surface is smooth, but if you closely watch, there will be some irregularities. The wall which is in your house, it is painted so beautifully. When you look at straight, you can see that the wall is beautifully painted and smooth, but still it has some irregularities. Okay, so that is the meaning of irregularities of a surface. Okay. So now we are moving on to the next topic, types of friction. Yeah, already we know what is types of friction. So there are three types of friction mainly: static friction, sliding friction, rolling friction. This three type of friction is acting on solid surfaces. Static friction, sliding friction, and rolling friction. All these three surfaces applicable on solid surfaces. And another one, it's a different category, that is fluid friction. Fluid friction means air, gas. 1 minute, children. Okay. Types of friction. So static friction. What is static friction? Gopika, Shankar, can you read on the board?
The frictional force that comes into play until an object starts moving is called static friction. And
Okay. Hmm.
has to overcome the static friction force in order to start its movement.
Okay. So children, what do you mean by that? The frictional force that comes into play, instead of comes into play, you can say it acts. Okay, frictional force that acts until an object starts moving. So before an object starts moving, what is the frictional force against that? That is static force. For example, I am picking up a book in my hand. Before I picking up, I was trying to pick up the book and I raise it up. So in that sense, that table, the book which is lying on the table tried to oppose this motion. So that is static friction. Okay, next one, Agash P. Can you read sliding friction? Sliding friction. Yes, read. Unmute. Your audio is not unmuted. Akash. I think he is facing some network issue. Renan, can you read?
Yes, ma'am.
Read.
Sliding friction comes to play whenever an object moves along the surface of other objects. Such a movement is slide. Hence, sliding friction is the force that opposes the movement or slide of an object.
Okay, where do we experience this sliding friction? Actually, where do we experience this sliding friction in our daily life? Where do we experience, Aaron? Can you give an example where we experience the sliding friction?
Ma'am, can I?
Wait, Google, let Aaron say, then I can give you the chance.
I'm Suraja.
Huh?
I'm Suraja.
Okay, Suraja. Okay, fine. Because I saw the highlighting the Google Krishna's board. That's why. Okay. Aaron, no idea.
Ma'am, I attended the class right now.
No, I am asking where do you experience the sliding friction? We are just taking only. Where do you feel any situation where we slide? You never experience moving on a sliding. Yes, Suraja. Now you can say, I think he's gone. Okay, Suraja, tell me.
Ma'am, children rolling on the slide.
Yes, in the park, even when you are small also you should have played, okay? On the park, you have a sliding. You see, we use for that is an entertainment. What is the reason? Because in that, your body is sliding over that particular slide. In that time, if the frictional force which is acting to in opposite direction of it, that is known as sliding friction. Similarly, you will experience, suppose a road, which is just like mountain roads. You know the mountain roads. You see, if you are riding on the bicycle on a mountain road, as we come down, what happened? What happened to the cycle? Will you able to ride the cycle with the same comfortable as you ride on a flat road?
No, ma'am.
No. What do you feel? You feel like you don't have to pedal the cycle, correct? You just hold on the brake, the cycle will move faster from mountain road to down. So that is also an example of a sliding friction. So in that also, your cycle is sliding on that mountain road. Okay. So if you don't apply the brake, naturally what will happen? You will go faster, and when you come down, you will hit something. The same thing, some of our roads are like that. You can go to the motorbike neutral. The boys will know what do you mean by neutral. What do you mean by neutral? Our boys are very silent. Miss Yad, what do you mean by neutral? Moving on neutral. Bike is in neutral. What does it mean? These boys are very, no one knows about all this. Nihan, any idea? Have you heard about it? Moving on neutral gear. I don't know this term too. What happened to you? Lost the interest in study. Is that so? Wasim? Going on neutral means without putting any gear. Okay. I think you know it. Okay. Sometimes when you go to mountain road, when you come down, you can switch off the gear and the motorbike just simply move faster without, only thing you have to hold on the clutch, the brake. Otherwise something will happen. Clutch, what you call. Okay, so these are the students, those who ride the bike. Everyone knows all this mannerism. So where we experience all this. Okay. Now what about the rolling friction? Very simple. Give an example of a rolling friction, anyone? Elsa. My board has only blank spaces. Only name is there. No one is seen. Hardly 2-3 students on the board.
Rolling the ball.
Rolling the ball. Football. When you kick the football, what are you seeing? The football is rolling. So the friction. So what will happen once the same example I told you in the morning also. Suppose you stop kicking the football. What happened to the football?
Ma'am, its speed will decrease.
Speed will decrease, and finally what happens?
It stops.
It stops. And what friction was acting on that time? Is it static, sliding, or rolling?
Rolling.
Rolling friction. So because the frictional force which acts against the rolling of an object. So that is rolling friction. So that is the meaning of it. Now among all this friction, can you tell me which friction is more, which friction is small in all these three friction? Static, sliding, and rolling. Which friction is greatest? Which friction is least?
Friction is low, means least.
Rolling friction is least. The rolling friction is the least friction what you experience. So rolling friction is less than. What is the next friction? Greater than rolling friction, what will come? Sliding, correct. After sliding? Static. So which friction is greatest among all these three? Static friction. Now my question is, static sliding friction. Sliding friction is less than static friction. Can you give me the reason for it? Why do we say that sliding friction is less than the static friction? Morning session, I spoke about a causes of friction. You have to give me answer in that sense. Anyone? Sliding friction is less than rolling friction. Why? Hello? Anyone? Shreya? Why? Try. Sliding friction is less than static friction.
To the interlock.
So what happened to the interlocking in sliding friction and interlocking in static friction?
It doesn't have enough time to interlock.
Yes, correct, exactly. Suppose this is an inclined plane, and on this inclined plane, there's a cylinder is coming down towards it. So in this is what type of friction experience? If on inclined plane, inclined means slanting plane. Okay, what do we experience? What type of friction experience? Inclined plane. Inclined means slanting plane. Okay.
Sliding.
Sliding friction. So what happened in this situation? This cylinder which is rolling, it will not get enough time to interlock with the plane. The plane and the cylinder will not get enough sufficient time to interlock. As a result, what will happen? The frictional force against it is low. So that is the reason why sliding friction is less than static friction. Okay. Okay. I give an example to all of you. A cloth, then cement floor, wooden table. Can you arrange this in increasing friction? Arrange this objects in increase. Suppose an object is moving on this. Arrange in this in increasing order of friction. What should be the first? Increasing order of friction.
Cement floor.
Increasing order of friction means what should come first?
Wooden table.
Wooden table. Wooden table.
Cloth.
Cloth. Okay, increasing friction means it should be least one. So least one, what you said correct. Wooden table. Then afterwards,
Cloth.
what it will come? Cloth.
Cement
Afterwards, cement floor. This is increasing friction. So that means least friction experience wooden table, then come to cloth, and then come to the cement floor. Okay. So sometimes there will be a set of objects are given to you. Okay. Then we have to arrange. By reading the question, you have to arrange whether it is increasing or decreasing order. Now is it clear to you? How do we arrange the objects? Similarly, static friction is the highest friction and sliding friction less than that. And finally, the rolling friction is least one. Okay, so that is another important point from this. So we completed. So static and sliding friction, majority experiences on solid surface. It experiences on solid surface. So next we are moving on to fourth friction, that is fluid friction. That is when an object is moves in a fluid. What did I tell you? What do you mean by fluid? What did I tell you? Fluid means what?
Water and gas.
Water and gas means liquid and gas.
And
So liquid plus gases all together we call it fluid friction. Why? Because the friction which experience liquid and gases both are the same properties. Okay. Why? Can you tell me the difference between liquids and gases from the solid? Any one difference regarding the motion?
Molecules.
Hmm.
Liquid have gas have wider molecules than liquid. I mean,
Gas have, okay, wider molecules, intermolecular spaces less. Is that
Molecules.
what you mean? Okay, okay. That is one point. What else? Which will have the fixed shape? Is it solid? Is it fluids have fixed shape?
Neither of them. Right?
Fixed
Solids have a fixed
shape, not neither of them. Fixed shape. Solids,
fluids does not have a fixed shape.
yes, solids have a fixed shape. It will not change until you apply an external force. Otherwise, it will remain. But what happened to the liquid and gases? It will take any shape of the container. Suppose you take the water in a small bottle, it will take the shape of the bottle. If you take the liquid in a glass, it will take the shape of the liquid column takes the shape of the tumbler. So that is means it can flow. Why it is taking the different type of shapes? It can flow. So both gases and the liquid will flow, but solid cannot flow. So that property may cause the fluid friction, because liquid and the gases, it can flow. Okay, so fluid friction is the force when an object moves in a fluid. The fluid exerts the force of friction upon the object. So can you give an example where this objects experience fluid friction?
Boat.
Boat, yes, of course, boat. The boat which is sailing on the river, on the sea. What about the air?
Ma'am, aeroplanes.
Aeroplanes, jets, planes, birds. And when you go to the fluid, you have ships, you have boats, small boats, wooden piece which is floating on the water, maybe coconut.
Ma'am, what about fish?
Fish, yes, fish, birds, all these experience the fluid friction. When the fluid friction acts when an object moves in a fluid. Whenever an object moves in a fluid, the water, suppose it is moving in a water, the water will try to oppose that motion. Have you seen any visible sign while you are sailing on the boat? Maybe some movies, even you don't travel, but still you will able to see. When the boat is moving, have you observed the shape of the water around it? How it is?
It lightly round.
Curly, no? That is, you can see if you go to the back of the boat, you can see the liquids are forming a particular shape. Why it is forming? Because it is the frictional force. The frictional force of the fluid is of the water is trying to pull the boat in opposite direction. That is what you can see, that turbulent water. You can say turbulent water. Yes. So in the similarly, you can see during storms and all. Can you say during storms and hurricane and all, frictional force is there? Huh? If the strong breeze moved, did the object experience frictional force that time? During storm. Think. During storm, did the object experience frictional force?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. How do you identify that it is experiencing frictional force? What happened?
Flying.
That means not only that, during storm, hurricane and strong breeze time, what happened? The object cannot control the frictional force of the breeze, storm, because storm will take that object anywhere. We cannot control, correct? Suddenly you are walking on the road with an umbrella, heavy rain. Suddenly there is a breeze is blow. What happened to the umbrella?
It will try to.
It flies away.
It will pull. In which direction the breeze is moving, it will try to pull that umbrella. Do you observe that? So usually we will say that during rainy season, you should hold the umbrella in in the opposite direction of the breeze or rain. Otherwise, if you hold in the direction of the breeze or rain, what happened to the umbrella? What happened to the umbrella?
Ma'am,
Will
it
you?
will get upside down.
It will upside down or it will, you cannot control, you will not get the grip. So there is the frictional force is maximum in natural disaster, tsunami and all. You can see nothing is in our control. Frictional force is maximum. So any object which is in the fluid experiences a frictional force. So that is the fluid friction. And which are the, now we are moving on to the factors affecting the fluid friction. Oh, what is this? Hello, something is come here. Oh. Hello, can you listen to me?
Yes, ma'am.
Something is came on that. I am trying to remove it. Can you see something on the board? What do you see on the board? Nothing.
Ma'am,
Uh,
Ma'am, only the presentation and whatever you have written on the board.
only that, but I am seeing something else here. I can't remove it. Okay. Something is swipe up to open bottom bar. Something is came here. I don't know where to move this. Okay, children, do one thing. I'll just switch off and join again. Okay. Let us see, because it is the board has for me I cannot see you all and something else on the board. I just switch off. About fluid friction. So fluid friction is the frictional force which acts whenever an object is moving. Okay. So these are the example. This is the same thing. When you are swimming, why do you move your hands backward? What are you doing? You said, ma'am, we are learning to swim. No, but actually, what are you doing by that? You wanted to move forward. Then you want to reduce the friction, overcome the friction. So that is why you are using the hands to push the water backward. So that is friction. Okay. And you can see there's a speed launch over here I have showed. Can you see at the back of the board, there is a the waters are bundled, like water particles are bundled all together, because this is the visible sign that it is the boat is trying to push or pulled by the frictional force acted by the fluid. Okay, so this is what you mean by fluid friction. So I think we lost some time. And fluid friction in liquids we call another name. So this is another word. In fluid friction, we call another word viscosity. Then another word drag force.
Ma'am, we can't hear you.
Yeah, video came. This is gone. Hello? Can you hear me? Okay. So these are the different name we call for viscosity, viscosity in fluids. That is frictional force in fluids. That is viscosity, drag force, or viscous drag. Another name, viscous drag. So these are not different. Depending upon the situation, we are calling different name. That is the only thing. Okay. Yes. So next class we'll continue with it. There's a factors affecting fluid friction. Okay. So that's all about it. So let me take attendance. Morning session, I did not take your attendance. Children were very less. Okay. So Adilakshmi present. I just call out the name of the student, those who are constant defaulters. Adilakshmi present? No. Afrin Shamir? Afrin Shamir?